West Philadelphia, the bottom. There's a reason that it's called the bottom, because it was the original area where black people were allowed to live, and it was considered the bottom of the totem pole at the time. So we're going to take a quick tour of the bottom. Let's situate them, and you guys can observe. Sorry, I guess we're going to start here. Now, 38th Street. We're at 38th and Wallace Street right now. I remember when this was a very heavy crack area. Very heavy crack, drug, girls, robberies, open air area. One thing that you may be able to notice, I don't know. Oh, look at this. I remember when that lot you see there was homes. I remember when most of the lots you see or open spaces were homes. In the 90s, the vast majority of this was homes. Where you see buildings like this, that was a regular building. They knocked down a lot of abandoned buildings to put up buildings like this, where everything used to look like this. So you get the gist of what I'm talking about. Like what you see on the right side, like that was the original character of the neighborhood. Things done changed. This was a nice, elegant looking building. I remember it. And they just tore it recently down. And they'll replace it with something vinyl, because it's cheaper to build. This is on the border of the University of Penn area, so they take a lot of time redeveloping this area as they see fit. It's extremely historic, but there's no federal or state protection. So, for example, look at this. These were 3 tiny buildings. Like that white building was 3 tiny buildings that was there forever. And about a year ago, it just disappeared until it became that. So that's how that goes. We're coming up on 34th Street. Classic architecture. It's pretty beautiful, I must say, to me anyway. .34. There was a time, say 20 years ago, unless you lived over here, you wouldn't even come over here. More replacement housing, sorry. Now that's the original, and then that's the replacer. Now, they did a good job, though. One thing I will say, in many residential neighborhoods, at least West Philly for sure, when they rebuild, they try to match the character of the original homes. So, that's not so bad, you know what I mean? It's not so bad. Hold on, guys, sorry. Okay. There we go. Ready to go down Trey. Okay. Yeah, this is really Mantua. Like Philadelphia people know there's a difference between Mantua and the bottom. They're adjacent neighborhoods to each other. But people who are under 45 call them all a bottom, because what was the actual bottom was destroyed for the most part in the 60s to expand the area of West Philly known as University City into University City. Before that, it was just West Philly. They knocked down the neighborhood aspects of it and created an artificial college campus expansion. That's what they did. This is also the area where I'm at the infamous 35th Street projects, where, again, this was an area where you didn't want to be in unless you knew people or something. Like, you didn't want to be over here. You get hurt. Pardon me, guys. More vinyl replacement homes. That was what was there. That's what took its place. Let me put it back so I don't make a mistake. People are crazy out here. Okay. Whew. They're building up some things. Doing a couple things. I will say that in these areas, there were so many abandoned homes that there did have to be some kind of get back or replacement. Like, for example, look. They did. Won't front. By the rail yard. Across the tracks, as they say down south. And we headed towards the edge of Mantua, which would lead into another part of West Philly called Mill Creek. There y'all go. Up close and personal action. We at Union Street. I want to say we probably at 40th and Union. Now we at 40th and we at 40th. No, we're at 40th and Parish Street. So I'm gonna end it off here. Thank everybody. Peace.